It's been a minute. I will have released a couple videos before I release this one. But before that, I was missing for about a month, and I've been really bad about that. Just like I'll disappear for a few weeks, and then I'm really active on my Instagram though. So if you're not following me there, go ahead and follow me there because I have a lot of fun stuff on there. But I was missing for about a month because I have been doing so much crafting. I have a problem and it's called crafting. Is there like a Crafters Anonymous? Because I feel like I should be a part of that. So one of my major crafts that I like to do is I love to knit. If you see my beautiful Ludo that I made over here, I am a knitting fiend. I have been knitting for more than a decade, and my favorite thing to knit are stuffed animals. So every once in a while, I'll do vending events where I will sell my stuffed animals or my freak show friends. And about a month or so ago, I was just getting requests out of nowhere. Like every time I would post something, I would get requests for this or that due to custom orders. And it was just getting so many custom orders while getting ready for this vending event in October that I was just knitting every day and busting out a stuffed animal every day. And then my friend asked me to do a vending event at the end of July. And I was like, I hate myself, I'm gonna do it. So that just added more stress to make sure I had enough items for my next vending event, because usually when I do an event, my stuffed animals sell out. My jewelry, not so much, it's getting a little bit more popular. But then as I'm getting ready to do, as I'm doing all these custom orders and getting ready for my next vending event, I come up with all these other ideas that I want to do. I'm like, I don't have any patience, I need to do this now. So I'll show you guys some of the stuff I've been making. This is something that I need to get in the mail. This is a septopus. It's not an octopus. It is a septopus that I made. I can't remember the pattern that I used. I will link it down below. I just can't remember it off the top of my head. But I had one of my old coworkers from back in the day ask me to make this for her upcoming baby. So look at that little guy. And I sewed the eyes on, no glue or anything like that. I was also worried about safety eyes for babies. So, yep, she specifically wanted a septopus. And my regular thing that I always do is I always do two-headed stuffed animals. Cats or bunnies are my main go-to. So here's a two-headed bunny that I made. This whole box is just filled with my crafts. That's just like all my crafts. Those are custom orders in there, and there are also everything that I use for my vending. So one of my friends came to me and asked me to do a custom order of all the kaijus from Godzilla. Of course, I'm not going to do all the kaijus because there's 80 of them and I don't hate myself that much. So basically, I have to design all my patterns myself because these patterns aren't out there. If they are, I guess it didn't look hard enough, but I also just love designing the patterns myself. So that's what I will usually do. So here are the two Godzillas that I designed. This was the first one I made, and I made his little spiny things out of Sculpey, and then I figured out how to just knit them. So that's a little more child-friendly right there. This is Mothra that I made. And these are all my own patterns. These are all patterns that I designed myself. This is Rodan. I made the beak out of clay and the wings out of felt. And here is Mecha Godzilla. So I have a couple more that I still have to make to get through all the kaijus. But that's what I have done right now. One of my really big sellers that I always make, and I always try to get a bunch of these out, are my little bat cats. And again, this is my own pattern. This is what I do. I make the noses out of Sculpey. These are safety eyes. If you're a knitter or just like a crafter in general and you love making stuffed animals, there is this great Etsy account I buy all of my eyes from. Oh God, I am really bad at remembering anything today, so I can't remember the name of it. I want to say it's like 69 Eyes or something, but I think it's a band. So I will link that down below, but this person is like Amazon Prime of crafty eyes, because I will get, every time I order something, I always get it in 2 days. I've been ordering from this person for years, and it is my favorite go-to place. So little cat bat, and the wings are made out of felt, little tail. I do make smaller ones of those too, but I haven't made any of those yet because I've been coming up with all these different things. Like the other day, I decided that I wanted my own coochie kopi from Bob's Burgers. So these are 2 coochie kopis that I've made. I'm really happy with this one. This is a really quick knit for me, so these are fun. And they're so cute. I need to get glow-in-the-dark yarn to do this, but glow-in-the-dark yarn is ridiculously expensive. And I think the best price I found to buy it is on Amazon Prime. But if you found like a really good source for glow-in-the-dark yarn, please tell me. It does exist. I'm not crazy. I think it was last year I was online and I saw someone that designed this really cute crocheted at, and this is why I knit my own stuffed animals, because I feel like there's no cute patterns for knitters as there are for crocheters. I feel like there's more cute patterns for crocheters for stuffed animals, and this at that I found was super adorable, so I designed my own at stuffed animal pattern. So this is what I made. They stand up on their own. They are so freaking cute and comfortable. But yeah, these are just some of the things. Oh yep, here's a 2-headed cat that I made for a vending event. But my craftiness does not stop there. I have too many hobbies. Seriously, I do so many things that I drive myself insane. Plus, I have a full-time job. And I try to go to the gym almost every day. So I run 3 miles, so I'll be like at the gym for a half an hour or an hour, depending on the day. And then I'll come home and I'll just craft. But this is one of the other things I just recently developed. It's one of those cute little pom-pom keychains that everyone's so obsessed with. But I made this one a bat. So this is just made out of fun fur that I've had forever. I don't know why. I just always have fun fur. No idea why, but there is always piles of fun fur everywhere in my apartment, and every time I use it, it looks like my cat exploded because it is not fun to cut. It just gets everywhere. So I sewed this together, and then I sewed on little bat wings, and I have a nice little keychain. So that is a cute little addition to purses and bags. But my craftiness doesn't start there. I make jewelry too, and I've been trying to get back into resin casting. Why? I have no idea. I tried to do resin casting years ago and it kind of worked out, but it just kind of infuriated me at the same time because resin casting's really hard. It might not be for some people. It is for me. But these are some things that I have been casting. If you are a fan of the Haunted Mansion from Disney, not the movie, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the ride. You will know that it is known for its bats. One of the main logos of the Haunted Mansion is the little bat. You see it like everywhere. And I found a ice cube tray in the shape of that, and I've been doing resin casting with the little bats. So this is one that I made. I've been making them in gray and purple too. They are actually inside the box that my camera is on top of, so I cannot get that out right now. I also got a brand new mold. So that came with a lot of spooky little molds in it. So this was my first attempt. I need to do some touch up on these and sand them down a little bit. But here is a conjoint twin mold, and this one I think is supposed to be Michael from Halloween. Again, these need to be painted and touched up a little bit. Here is a skull. I don't know what happened there. When you do 2 different colors, you have to do it on 2 separate days because you have to do one color, let it set and cure, and then you put the other color on top of it. I think that somehow the black kind of inched down underneath the white, but it kind of looks cool like that. I don't think I'm going to do anything with that. I really like how that is. Here is a skeleton cameo. Can I get that to focus? There. Just cover the light a little bit. So there's that skeleton cameo. Here is a bony hand. A little rib cage. This one's smaller, little rib cage. There we go. I swear it's a rib cage. And then there is this little ghosty dude with Guns N' Roses. Rock on. That you can kind of see. There we go. You can kind of see it there. Yeah. Trust me, it's there. But these are probably all I'm going to be turning into necklaces. I need to do more work on that. So that is my life. I have too many hobbies. I come home every day after work, after going to the gym, and then I just craft until I go to bed. It was so bad 2 weeks ago that my apartment was in shambles. I actually just had to take a day off from everything. If you're a crafter, you know what I'm talking about. If you live by yourself, it just gets gross. So I deep cleansed my apartment. I'm sure my cats were very excited about that. But that has been my life recently. I made some of these pentagram necklaces. I am just crafting nonstop, preparing for my next vending event. I gotta get some of these orders in the mail. Also, one of the coolest custom orders I made, if you're an 80s, 90s horror fan, you may or may not have heard of this movie. It's called Nightbreed. It's a Clive Barker movie. It's bizarre. The first time I saw it, I was like, this movie's kind of dumb, because I think I missed the boat because I did not see it when I was younger. First time I saw it was like a couple years ago. But the second time I saw it, I was like, okay, this is kind of okay. It still doesn't make any fucking sense. But my cousin contacted me and asked me if I could make a pelican. I'll insert the picture of pelican here, and I will insert the picture of the knitted pelican here. And that's already in the mail, so I don't have him anymore. But I was like, this is kind of cool. And then as more people were seeing what I have been making, more people were like, oh, can you make this? Can you make that? And I'm like, sure! Because I have yet to turn down a request. I enjoy the challenge. I love making my own patterns. Oh, and if you're on Netflix, have you seen Okja? I did. So what did I do? The day after I saw Okja, I made a little Okja. Little super pig. This is what I do with my life. But I love it. I love crafting. I could be doing drugs. Nope. My drug of choice is Michael's Arts and Craft, which I live right there. It's right there. So I am there literally every week. Like at least once a week, I am at Michael's Arts and Crafts. So that has been where I've been at. Hopefully I'll have the videos pick up more as I feel pretty comfortable with how many things I have in my vending box right now, and as I get all my orders in the mail. But yeah, so let me know, do you have any crazy crafting addictions like I do? Does your housework suffer because of it? I'm so crazy, I will always have yarn in my bag with me. I went to a funeral a few weeks ago and I had yarn in my bag. I did not knit during the funeral. I knit after the funeral when we were all drinking. But that's just how I am. I just, idle hands are the devil's work. I am just always knitting or doing something. So, oh wait, there's one more thing. Oh, I think they are lost in the box. The box has eaten, oh, there's one. Anyway, I've been getting into making coasters too. So this is my own pattern of a knitted bat coaster. I made a little circular coaster, and then I made little bat wings for it. And I've seen a lot of crocheters do this. This is a big trend with crocheter, are those cat butt coasters. I made my own knitting pattern. And as far as I've seen, I think I'm the only one that has knitted them. I haven't seen anyone else knit them. Everyone else I see, they're crocheted, but yeah, a little cat butt coaster that I need to get the shape right. But yeah, these are all the crazy things that I have been working on. So let me know if you are a crazy crafter too, what you like to craft, what your favorite craft is. If you have a challenge for me to make something weird, do it. I don't know if I'll do it because I am extremely busy all the time, but just let me know. Please like and subscribe this video if you would like to see more of my crazy future. I noticed the other day that I had 300 subscribers, so thanks everyone. I don't know why, but thank you. I appreciate it. And if you want to see my other crazy crafts, please go and subscribe to my Instagram page. And until next time,